in a very unhealthy market, what tends to happen is the market narrows, and a lot of people have been concerned that the Magnificent Seven have taken so much oxygen.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Finance Wolf. In this video, Cathie Woods makes predictions on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Market Cathie states that the first global up private no government oversight digital rules-based monetary system the world has ever known is a big idea. We believe the entire crypto asset market in 2030 will be valued at roughly $25 trillion. Right now, it's a little over $1 trillion, and we think that Bitcoin is going to be more than half of that. We asked Cathie if she had a prediction for this year or next year, 2024. You know we tend to be 5 years in our up predictions, so the 5 to 7 year forecast is in base case would be 650,000, and then both of us would be about double that. I was curious about how people buy Bitcoin because one of the issues is that many of the brokerages that you could purchase it through, like Voyager, all of my other colleagues went bankrupt. Is it your belief that institutions will be the ones purchasing this Bitcoin merchandise? Cathie talks about a lot of other topics in her video, so please watch it through to the end, like it, and subscribe to our channel, Finance Wolf.
Out of the room in terms of this year's rally. What gratified us in the first 6 months of the year is, despite not owning any of the Magnificent Seven except for Tesla, we outperformed even the Qs. And we owned a slight bit of Meta, but a partial position. That tells us that the bull market in innovation is broadening out. And that's a healthy development for innovation. As for the rest of the market, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of disruption and dislocation in the traditional world order because of innovation. So I'm happy to see innovation is broadening out in terms of the market rewarding it. We'll see if that happens for the market as a whole, for the broad-based indices.
Okay, we're going to do like a rapid
portfolio management. That's what we do. And nearly 100 bagger. Well, let's just be more conservative. Say 80-fold increase in Nvidia, not bad.
I mean, there's not one person on this planet that wouldn't take that, okay? Not one person, so exactly. All right, before we go to our little quick rapid fire, anything that isn't out there that we could break on the RAS report, won't publish today, but in a couple of days, but anything that you got that no one, it's our second time, you go on that other channel a lot more, but it's okay.
Give me a clue as to what could that be?
Crypto, it could be something on Tesla. I don't know. You have stuff in that brain just somewhere. You just pull it out. It's like the brain just
in terms of well, we're in the news for our Bitcoin ETF filing, and because it's with the SEC, we cannot say anything. But I really do believe that the SEC is going to lose the grayscale case, and that's going to happen pretty soon. And that one of the ways that the SEC could respond is to turn around and change the subject and approve not just one Bitcoin ETF, but a lot of the ones that are on the docket right now. So it could happen. It could happen quickly. And, I think from an institutional point of view, then, I think we're going to see a serious move in. And what's interesting about that is the number of Bitcoin outstanding now is 19-ish million, and the maximum will be 21 million. If institutions want to move in, that's going to be a lot of incremental demand for not that much more incremental supply. So the only way to then do that is to bid the price up if they really want to be a part of that.
And we're a big believer in Bitcoin.
Yes, absolutely. Ever more so. First global, private, no government oversight, digital, rules-based monetary system the world has ever known. That's a big idea. And we think the total crypto asset market in 2030 will be valued at roughly $25 trillion. Right now, it's a little over $1 trillion. And we think that Bitcoin is going to be more than half of that.
Do you have a prediction for this year or next year, 2024?
You know, we tend to be 5 years in our predictions. So the 5 to 7 year forecast is in base case would be 650,000. And yeah, I think institutions will be a big part of it. This is a new asset class, very low correlations with any other asset class, except at extremes in all markets. The correlations go to 1. So yes, and I think a Bitcoin ETF approval will help. I think judicial clarity, legislative clarity is all going to happen within the next few years. This is an election year issue. I already know some young people who have switched their allegiance when it seemed like Elizabeth Warren was going to lead the Democrats into the anti-crypto world. I know of some young individuals whom I never thought would change their allegiance, shifted from Democrats to Republicans. Now it's becoming a little more bipartisan in the legislative branch, and I think it is because it's becoming an election year issue. And so you can't be on the wrong side of young people and win an election. I think it's going to be the institutional on-ramp. It signed the deal with BlackRock, and I think that was a very big deal in terms of, Larry Fink. Larry Fink is now all about Bitcoin, and so it's getting much more institutional focus. You will remember there was a time when Larry Fink said Bitcoin is environmentally a menace. And I don't think he's talking about that anymore, because actually Bitcoin is solving some environmental problems now that Exxon is putting Bitcoin mining machines into natural gas fields so that instead of flaring the natural gas, it can be used to mint Bitcoin. So and utility ecosystems are using it to in their solar ecosystems. When the sun's, created too much energy, it'll pour into Bitcoin mining, and they can overbuild solar and wind. So, this is the convergence of technologies.
No.
We will be watching the share gains carefully. But we're very impressed with what DraftKings has done over the last couple of years, faced a lot of competition, pulled away from advertising and started just getting more creative, and even to the point where they're bringing NFTs into the ecosystem, and have gained share. So our analyst Nick Roos thinks DraftKings is in the pole position here, along with Fan.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Jason. And yes, the truth will win out. That's my response to the Twitter haters. So
the truth will win. The truth will. So you don't look at the Twitter haters.
No. I don't have time to do that. But I also know our research, the depth of our research is going to get us to the right answer before it's going to get others to the right answer. No one's doing the research the way we're doing it, starting with Wright's Law. And we truly do believe that truth will win out for the people.
And you've so far proven that out. The last question is, are you ordering a Cybertruck?
You know what? I'll tell you why I haven't, although I might still. My very first car was a Mustang. And I love Mustangs. And before we got into electric vehicles, I said, I got to get another Mustang before. And then I said, is that trying too hard? I have a Model 3 and a Model Y. And yet I do think the Cybertruck will expand the market to people like me. I don't need to haul anything, but I'm hearing about a lot of my friends, mostly guy friends, who are for the first time in their lives buying a truck, and they don't need a truck. So, I think it's going to expand the market.
Oh yeah. I never